Good evening all, I hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. I was going to say a new week of daily races there, that's next week. We're doing Friday live stream actually, aren't we? So, no new races of course. I'm just so used to saying it by now. Yeah, new week next week, but let's focus on this week. First, I'm excited about this one, as I always am. We're going to be back at Watkins Glen Group 3. I'll talk you through the stream very quickly. So, we're going to be doing pretty much Daily Race C, and we'll have a little nosy at Daily Race B. As we did, I think, on Monday. Need to get a little bit quicker and a bit better for Daily Race B. But we're going to kick things off over here. I can't see him, first of all, to get anywhere close to that pace that I had at the end of last week, which still wasn't, like, I still thought that I had a few more tenths to improve on that. I thought maybe I could have got down to the 45s, but I just can't seem to even get into the 46s at the minute. And I've been doing like 30 minutes of practice and I just can't get anywhere near it. So I don't know what's going on there. I think it is because it's a Friday, so let's get those excuses in. But firstly and most excitingly, the new rig, maybe that's why I went to go say new week, new everything. New rig has arrived. So that is at home. I haven't set it up yet, but it is the GT Omega or Omega Prime racing rig. So I'm very excited to be getting onto that now. It will be a few weeks, a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks before you actually see that on the channel and before I'm able to do a stream on that. But we will be on it as soon as I possibly can do. Reason being, I have next week we don't have the internet installed until next week. It's supposed to be Monday, but I'm kind of accounting for the fact that it might all go a little bit wrong. So maybe it's the back end of next week if I've got the rig up by then, which I don't think that I will do. And then I'm away to London the following week. So it's kind of going to be the 3rd week of April, whatever that takes us to. So like, yeah, 2 or 3 weeks from now, we'll be on the new rig. Which means, anyways, tonight, so it goes, this will be the last stream on this rig. Now, I kept saying on this rig, and I kept doing that with my hands as if to say this wheel. The wheel and pedals THRUSTMASTER T300 RS is staying the same. It's actually the base that is underneath this, which some people may know is the Playseat Evolution, and that is what I'm going to be giving away because, like I say, I'm going to be upgrading, so it may as well go to a good home. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But if you make sure that you're subscribed to YouTube, or you follow on Facebook, or you follow on Instagram, one of those, and then I'll try and give it to someone who deserves it, or whatever. We'll hopefully we land on someone that would really appreciate it and give it a good home. So Larry, how are you doing, mate? Hi DW, how are you doing today? I am all good, mate. I'm all good. Hope you are too. Adam, don't do any of that Facebook or Insta nonsense. Fair enough. You subscribe to the channel, mate, so consider yourself entered. What are you on at the minute, Adam? Are you not already on it? Rig. Why did I think you were on? Is it same wheels that you're on then? I thought you were on the same rig as me, but I might have just totally made that up. But P8 then, as we start this one, we'll kick things off, as I say, with Daily Race C. Nobody in the office today, so I don't have to worry about trying to be too quiet, but I'll still be conscious of people just in case there is. In the slipstream, up to the bus stop chicane, P6 and 7, wheel to wheel, door to door, side by side. How badly can that go? Not too bad, but oh, it can go badly for him. I think that was someone in the Peugeot binning it there. Peugeot, if he was in the Peugeot is a fairly solid car, so you wouldn't expect it to do that on its own accord. So I wonder if there was a little bit of contact there or whatever. Which also means, by the way, next week, the daily races, if anybody's seen them, I've posted them up on the channel, courtesy of Nenkai from Twitter, if that's how you pronounce his name. Next week's dailies, we got Spa suspected to be in the wet, in the rain. Oh, everyone's turning into everybody there. Jesus, what on earth is going on there? How do I get the penalty for that? How on earth do I get the penalty for that? What? How does that work? How on earth does that work? Can anybody tell me? 10-second penalty. For what? Oh my god. And we got damage. Oh my word. I don't even know what the hell happened there. That was like 5 cars all just sandwiching themselves together. Absolute mayhem. Oh my god. What do we do about that? Well, that's this race pretty much done. Surprised I haven't rage quit already. Shambles. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. I mean, it almost feels pretty pointless, doesn't it? We should just jump over to Daily Race B at this point. Or Daily Race A. Oh my word, what an absolute joke that was. How on earth did it reach that as a decision for a penalty? Oh my god. John, I need that penalty livery. How we doing, mate? Just spotted you in chat there. Should have that penalty livery on this Nissan for this race, the way things are going. Shambles. Oh my god, this is going to be the most painful penalty ever. Oh my word. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. Oh my god. Well, what I was just about to start saying as we got to this point of the track on the last lap. On Sunday we got British Heart Foundation, and next week we obviously have new daily races. Now it's Spa in the wet for next week's dailies, and I'm having to actually do that on pad. We're going to be still streaming on Monday without a rig, but on a pad, so that is going to be fairly brutal. But we should hopefully have ourselves a bit of a laugh at the very least. So we'll see how we fare up on that one. Hopefully it doesn't go as bad as what this race has done so far. But it's in the wet. Wet and intermediate tyres permitted, or not necessarily required, but I think they're going to be onto that by default. Perhaps, from what we could gather. I don't quite know how that's going to work, but it looks like it could be Spa. A rainy Spa, which would be rather typical of that track, wouldn't it? So, so yeah. Can you not make it on Sunday, John? Can you not? Oh, hear me, mate. But yeah, well, it'd be good to have you on track, Larry. If not, Group 4 Corvette. John's been doing pretty well, so I can't even remember what track that we're at. What is the next track? Trial Mountain, that's the one. 23 laps, Trial Mountain. Love it. Oh, that is awfully done, that. Must run softs and mediums, yeah, 2 tyre compounds required. It's always very, very good fun though. How's everyone doing? I'm doing alright, Ark. We could have been faring up a little bit better on this first race, but the penalty system decided it hated me. And so now we're doing pretty crap. Ah, onto the grass. That's not very good. Here we go then, we're catching up to a few people here. Their race must be going pretty bad if I'm catching up to them. You have got to be kidding. You have got to be kidding. He binned that there. Binned it into me. And then I get the penalty for hitting the wall. Gran Turismo, ladies and gentlemen. Gran Turismo. I think we pretty much give up on that one, don't we? Fucking hell, that was horrific. Jesus. How bad can you get? I need to knock these Friday streams on the head because they never go well. They never go well. They're always an absolute bloody nightmare. Oh, man. Off to the next race we go. Exactly. Come on, though. That is horrific. Let's be fair. The 10-second penalty was a joke. 5-second penalties for hitting the wall after someone's binned it and put you into the wall. Dearie, dearie me. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. Oh my god. What was this time trial thing here, by the way? I haven't had a look at this, but I've got to have a look. What on earth is this? Oh my word. Yeah, probably like oh, West Coast, hang on, no. Yeah, probably about 8 hours. Yeah, you're probably right. 8 or maybe even 9 hours. Because we've just gone ahead an hour for British summertime. Right, I've got to have a look at this while we waste a bit of time. I mean, this is... Oh, my word. This is what we've resorted to. This is what we've resorted to. Yeah, what time is it for you, Larry, over there? Because we're at 11 minutes past 7. Yeah, 8 hours. There you go. So you're going to be racing at midday, Larry. My God. This is almost as painful as that race we've just had. Oh my God. I could do with a new van. Do we think we should get this one? What's this called? Alfaro? It's got a different name in the UK, this one. This is what we've resorted to after an absolute abysmal performance by the stewards and the race director at Watkins Glen there. Yeah, I definitely recommend jumping on earlier, Larry, to get a bit of practice in. It's certainly worth it. Get yourself a few strategy plans worked out and all that good stuff. It's good fun. I love the British Heart Foundation Championship. I really do. Absolutely mega. Oh, dearie me. How do we kill a bit of time here then? What do we want to do? I really wish I could have been doing these races, but unfortunately I just can't do any of them, basically. Tomorrow I've got to be at a wedding to play a gig with the band way too early. So I just can't do any streams tomorrow. Can't do any of this Nations Cup races. That would have been really, really good. But hopefully, I think I need to have a little look at this. Problem being is the round 2 I'll not be able to do. Possibly be able to do the 15th. Possibly be able to do Interlagos Group 3. And then we got Group 3 Nurburgring Endurance as well, which will be good. Yeah, get a quality time for Watkins. Well, I've been trying. This is a problem. I was trying to work on it earlier. I'm going to have to jump back into the GTR. But I was trying to work on a quality time earlier, and it just was not clicking together for me. I actually tried a few different cars as well. I tried the Genesis. I tried the RS01. The Supra I wasn't particularly keen on, although it is obviously fairly quick. I tried the BMW. I've been in the GTR. I want to jump back in the Supra, actually, just quickly. And possibly want to have a look at the Porsche as well. Just through knowing the Porsche and being fairly quick in the Porsche. The F-Type I want to have a little look at also. But for now, I'll jump into the Supra just to see if I can get close to that quality time. I think it was a 46.4. Because I can't seem to get anywhere near it in any other car. 46.47. Right, let's go. See what we can do here. Get a few laps in. That's why I don't like the Supra. Brutal on its tyres and brutal in the race. With the back end that just doesn't want to stay following the front tyres. A lot more stable though, which is what you want. That RS01 was absolutely lethal through there. I don't know how anybody can be quick in that thing. It's either put in 100 laps and have one quick one, or they are just absolute aliens. Or maybe it's a bit of both. Alright, we'll do a couple of laps here. I'll do 3 laps here and just see where I am time-wise. Because I'd love to know if it's just me off the pace or if it is actually the difference of the cars, because the one car that I haven't been batting yet is the Supra up until now. So it's not too bad, it's not too bad. Come on, keep going. No! What a fool. Oh, this is... That's what I don't like about the Supra. You've actually got to be good to be able to drive it. One more lap. See what the Supra can do for us. See if it convinces us to stay with the Supra. It's not the car to have in the race, though. That's the thing. It really isn't. In my opinion, anyway. Or at least for me. Ah! The correction was too big there. Too big a snap to try and correct it. Just need to be a bit smoother. Do one more lap, do one more lap. I'll check what you're saying about the Porsche arc in just a second. Porsche isn't all that fast from what you've seen. Right, fair enough. Oh, hit the barrier. Ah! Oh, that hurt my throat, that. Oh, excuse me. Hey, dear. Right, I'm just going to stick with the GTR, stick with what I know. Although I did say I wanted to try the Jag. Stick with the GTR for now, eh? See how we get on with this one. I thought you were talking about the Porsche there, John. I was going to say it. It kind of sounds like the same car. I realise you're talking about the Corvette, but yeah, the Porsche is a little bit slow on the straights as well compared to some of the other cars. That's why I thought we were talking about that. But it's weird that the Corvette is one of the slower cars on the straights. You just wouldn't think that at all, or expect that at all. How come you're not racing then, John? Hope everything's alright. Hope everything's all good. See, the Nissan doesn't drive as comfortably as the Supra does, I do have to say that. The Supra's a little bit better on getting turned in and that sort of stuff, but it's just... it's almost what makes it a little bit of a compromise in the corners, because it turns so well that then when you get the power down, the car's rotating a lot more, so it's easier to spin, whereas the Nissan, in comparison, is actually understeering a slight touch. It still turns really, really well, but in comparison, this car actually now feels understeery, which is a bit of a weird one. Right, let's go. Come on. That's better. That's better. See, that's what I don't understand about that chicane, because that I would have thought was a clear-cut penalty. I really would have thought that was a clear-cut penalty, but then I get absolutely nothing for taking that line. And yet it feels, sometimes I'll take that line and then I get a 1.5 second penalty. So I'm struggling to work that one out, to be honest. Right, 6/10 up. So we're getting a little bit better now. 47.1. I'm still like, compared to where I was on Monday and possibly where I was in that Supra, I feel like I'm still literally a second off. Oh, you're down at Brighton at your mum's. Yes, sorry. I think you might have actually mentioned that. Oh, I'm into the wall. Oh, I'm lucky to avoid the wall. Yes, I think you said that on the last stream, mate. I apologise. Yeah, absolutely, Larry. No pressure at all, except for the fact that John has been on the podium quite a bit this season, so you'll want to see that Corvette up there, I'm sure. But yes, it'd be awesome to have you on the grid. I don't know if we've got anybody else standing in for anybody else, or if everybody who was scheduled to be racing is racing. Ooh. No, we're not going to have time to finish the lap now anyway. That was a bit silly. Second in the championship, there you go. Ah! Just a bit too much on the power there. Might have been a 10th or so improvement at the most. Never mind, never mind. Adam in third, not far behind, I got you. I think, was it at the first race that Adam missed, or was it the first two maybe? It would be awesome on the next season when we all start from zero though. Don't tell me these things. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he missed race one. Got you. Yeah, round one. Yeah, that's the thing, Larry. The tyre wear is quite high, and fuel goes down quite fast as well. So ×3 tyres, ×4 fuel. It's not as bad as what it used to be. We used to race on like ×7, ×8. Used to get like 4 laps done, and then you would be having to look at pitting. Not spent much time on the game lately. New physics. Yeah, do you know what it is? That's a good excuse, Craig. I never thought of that one. It's the new physics, isn't it? That's why I'm a bit slower. Although I raced with that same physics on Monday, and I still can't get any closer to how quick I was on Monday. But yes, no, good point. Yeah, maybe it's take a little while to get used to. I suppose that means as well, realistically, because it'll not just be a copy and paste sort of thing across all the cars. Some cars now might be better than others, of where we wouldn't have expected. So the Supra does feel probably the best to drive around here. It's just so lethal in the corners. That's why I'm sort of deciding against it really. But we're in P4 here anyways. We can have a look possibly at our hopes of a podium. We'll see how we get on. Oh yeah, the SF19 Championship, we ran 12x tyre wear. How crazy was that one? It was good though. Loved it. Oh, here we go. Right, just got to take it easy on this corner. Try not to push the tyres too much. Run far out wide. And then we hammer it in this corner. Maybe not that much. I'm really going to try and drive to keep those tyres as fresh as possible for as long as possible. Here we go, come on. Taylor drift behind us in P5. Just actually going to push Diddy along here instead of trying to go for any overtakes. Side by side along here suggests to me it's not going to end very well. Off the brakes very early there. Here we go. Oh! 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 Oh, we've got tagged! No! We got tagged there, we got tagged. Go, 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 go. he's gone. He's binned it behind us. Oh my word, it's all gone wrong behind there, isn't it? Look at the state of it. Right, we're going to get up to P2 here then. We've dropped back there trying to assess the carnage as it happens. I actually on that left-hander after the chicane, I actually pulled away there from the corner thinking that was someone going for a lunge, but it was actually Taylor just going for the move. But I thought it was the Frenchman who I then got pushed into, perhaps thinking that I had intentionally binned him off. So I was worried that was him going for a dive and trying to just wipe us out, which has then meant that we've dropped like a second from the lead here. So it's all gone just a little bit wrong. Right, let's see. Just going to have to keep check over the next few laps. I don't know what car he was in. I'm going to make sure I pronounce this name right. Is that new? Let me actually, before I do that, let's get through the chicane, shall we? And not die. And then and then I'll avert my eyes from the screen. It's probably the more sensible thing to do if we all know what I'm like. I want to make sure that I get that that name right. Is that Newgast, or what do we say? Newgast? How do we say that name? Hope we're all well though. Thank you for popping by, saying hello. I'm glad you tuned into this race and not the last one, because the last one was pretty horrific. Right, a little over 3 seconds to the leader here. I'm actually going to try and take it easy on the tyres a little bit, coast into a few corners and just try and prioritise the exits, because that front left is what gets eaten up the most around here. So just super light on the steering. This is the one where we can really push. I'll really try to anyway, as I think he is doing exactly the same. Yeah, I'm all good, mate, thank you. Do let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right or wrong, though, because I do want to make sure that I get it right. But I'm all good. I hope you are too. Like I say, I'm glad you tuned into this stream, though, this race, though, because the race before this went horrifically wrong. This one going just a little bit better with a P2 at the moment. Right, 2.7 to the lead then. Gonna have to keep a check on this as well. We got fastest lap 47.5. It's not particularly quick compared to the race that was in previous. Right, much better exit here as well. Maybe he is just trying to preserve tyres, because he did have a good qualifying time. .6. Did we see what car he is in? Because he seems to be gaining a bit on the straights there. So possibly in maybe the Supra or the M6. Maybe. We got any ideas? .3, we're definitely catching up though. Do we think we can actually catch to him and challenge for this race, or do we think he's actually just looking after tyres? What is he in there actually? I can't make out that car at the moment. It's not the Porsche he's in, is it? Looks a little bit too short to be the Porsche. It's definitely got the height on the roof there. I can't work that one out just yet. Right, 2 seconds the gap, or 2.1. P3's in the Supra, got you. Good to know. Seem to be doing a lot better than P1 out of the corners. We have dropped a few tenths there, however, but I seem to be doing a bit better out of the corners than him. Gap back down to 2 seconds. Yeah, it's weird. It's a cat and mouse. Yeah, this is gaining in the same places and losing time in the same places, and roughly the same amount of time each lap. Again, we're at just over 2 seconds. Pushing a little bit harder on this one here. Just try and close that gap, get a little bit more pressure on, I think. That's exactly what I mean. Look at that again, though. The exact same time differences. He gains a few tenths. Good race though, yeah, good race so far. Just want to try and close that gap, or make sure, I need to make sure I close that gap. Which I feel like I am doing. There's another 10th taken out now. Like I say, I just don't know. I think that is the Porsche, you know. Is that the Porsche? Looks like it. We've got a gap behind us. Good gap behind us as well. 1.3, the gap in front now though. That's the only one that I need to focus on. Just not quite close enough for slipstreams yet. Here we go. 1.3, just need another tenth. Another tenth is all I need. Just would have started grabbing a bit of a slipstream, I think. You can see the difference there, though. He's making a lot of progress on the straight, so he's definitely in. Dawn, how are you doing? Hope all is well. Woohoo! Hope all is well. Trying not to absolutely crucify the tyre through that corner, but it is the one where we're losing the most time, which possibly suggests that he's pushing a bit there. Don't quite know. 1.6 now the gap. I still can't work out what bloody car he's in. I feel like it's the Porsche. I think I'm wrong. There we go, 1.5, another 10th gained. .2, we're chasing now. I just hope that he hasn't been totally looking after tyres and then now starts to run away. I've done a better job of looking after tyres than I did earlier in the week. Oh, I just had to come off the power a bit there. We'll have a slipstream now. No, just out of it. .2. I've not got long left now. 3 more laps to close this gap fully and get a move done. That is a much better exit there. Look at that. 10th gained. Let's go, let's go. We've got him within a second now. We've got him within a second now. Eight tenths. We're chasing. Really trying to apply the pressure to him now. 6 tenths. Come on. If we get this win here, this would end up being an almighty chase. I really didn't think we'd close the gap. Still pulling away. Even when I've got a really strong slipstream there. Right, it is the Supra that he's in then. After all that, explains why he was gaining so much on the straights. Possibly explains why I'm gaining so much out of the corners as well, because you'll not want to be putting his foot to the floor with that. Here we go, here we go. It's got to be within the next 2 laps. feel like he's been saving tyres so that he can now push. Definitely seeing a difference in him this time round now. Got to push now. Come on. I think there's a chance here that I don't quite manage it. It's a slimmer chance that I actually get the overtake done, to be honest. As close as I could be now. He's hit the wall, he's hit the wall, he's hit the wall. Didn't get the best exit there. I really should have focused on exit. Oh! Really? All that for that. All that for that. I actually think that that was an error, a glitch there. All that for that. That is actually gutting that. All that for that. We chased him down there over 10 laps. And then we get side by side. And then I think that was a connection glitch and he pushes us off track. That is just horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Yeah, it was a good race, but just... why did it have to end like that? That is... ah, so annoying. Yeah, check the replay for his tyres. We'll have a look, yeah. Shame a damn good race ended like that. Absolutely, mate. That is... just... that is just so annoying. Ah, what am I doing? Save the replay. Let's have a watch of that. It looked like that British Heart Foundation race, yeah. Oh, I totally misread the letters that you that you put there. I thought you were going to say it looks like the British Heart Foundation race, because that's what we had with that connection issue. Everybody pushing off everybody off track, but they were a bit oblivious, weren't they? Good thing there will be hundreds more races. Well done. Yeah, cheers, man. Cheers, man, mate. I don't know what that was. 2 words that I was putting together there. Cheers, mate, is what I was trying to say. But yes, thank you, Dawn. Fingers crossed. Few more races that we'll get in tonight. Anyways, that's for sure. But oh, yeah, man. Honestly, let's have a look at this one. I wonder what's happened here, actually. What do we think? So he's still P1. Yeah, literally an awesome 10-lap race. Absolutely ruined by a connection glitch. We were actually on... I don't know if I would have got the move done around the outside, but I would have quite liked to have found out, to be honest. I would quite like to have found out for myself and not by way of a connection issue. So that's super frustrating. That is really annoying. Could have had the race win there if it was not for a usual and very common Gran Turismo glitch. How annoying. Polyphony. Come on. We can do better than this. We can do better than this. Honestly. Right, let's go again. I'm going to stick with the GTR. It's working, you know, fairly well. It can't quite hack the Supra on the straight line, but other than that. Yeah, it wouldn't have been able to take the racing line. I would have had the inside line on the next corner. Yeah, exactly. If we kept it side by side and all the way through, then yeah, exactly. Man. Yeah, sucks. Big glitch indeed. Don't worry though, it only ruined the race. So, you know. Yeah, it did look like you pushed me off, but you definitely didn't. That was just a connection issue, I think. Which is, yeah, quite frustrating. No worries at all, Craig. Catch you back here in a little bit, mate. No bother at all. And I'll hopefully catch up with you next week before Wednesday. Oh. Gosh. We'll hang fire here because we're not going to get a lap in anyways. But yeah, Craig, hopefully catch you. We'll see if we can catch up on that Tuesday before we do before the filming on Wednesday. That'll be good. Yeah, but so frustrating that one there with the glitch, wasn't it? But we'll see if we can do better in the next one. Hopefully it sorts itself out a little bit. I wonder if that actually, on the first race where we got like a 10-second penalty, I wonder if that was also glitch related or connection dropout. But that was like 6 cars just all together, just all door to door. So there was a fair few mirrors lost on that those couple of corners, I think. Oh, where are we? Where on earth are we here? Where are we? Yeah, we're in an absolutely stacked A+ lobby. No. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be in here. Definitely not. 46.129, little late on you guys. I totally actually forgot about our usual game of guess the quality time, to be honest. Oh man, we're in an absolutely like rammed top A+ lobby now. Fighting from the back. Let's see what happens with this one. This is where it would be nice if strategy was involved a little bit. If I think if there was just one more, I think it's at 6 times tyre wear, and if it was at 7, or it might be at 7, and if it was at 8, if it was just one more, I think it would be enough to to warrant a pit stop. Oh, Hemon, how are we doing? Did you have a connection glitch as well? Because we had a connection glitch on that corner, so there was no dirty driving involved or nothing like that. So you don't need to explain. Try to keep inside line as tight as I could. You wouldn't have been first in the next corner. Yeah, well, I think, did you have a connection issue as well, basically? Because we did, and then we ended up off the track because your car had ghosted, and then it sort of glitched, and then there was contact, even though between the two of us there wasn't. Yeah, it just exploded away in the mirror. Yeah, exactly. So we had the same thing. I've just played the replay back on the stream, so if you have a skip back a couple of minutes there, you'll see the replay. Just ridiculous. I chased you down for that was an awesome race. That I absolutely loved that race. Really, really good. And then we get to the final lap, final corner, we're side by side, and then a connection issue like that. Really, really annoying, but awesome racing, mate. Really, really enjoyed it. So hopefully I was going to say bump into you into another lobby, but not bump into you. We'll try and avoid that if we can, but hopefully I shall see you in another lobby, mate, because that was awesome racing. Really, really good race. Really enjoyed it. Oh, come on, that's dirty. Absolute filth. I wouldn't care if I bumped into him into another lobby. Oh, Jesus, got a fright there. Oh, here we go. This is just mayhem. Oh, he's ghosted. I'll have that. Just hoping that Nissan wasn't going to bin it there. Oh. Oh, straight to the inside. We'll have that. Oh. No, we won't. I was just going to say we'll have that, and then... No, we won't. It's going to be one of those races, one of those streams. I think this one warrants a rage quit for sure. That's so frustrating, that. That was actually my fault. I think I just binned that there. But, oh, man. Your connection was smooth all the way through. You just jumped away from me. Didn't hear a sound. Yeah, exactly the same for me. I heard the sound of contact, actually, the sound of the doors hitting. But I think that was just where the connection had then spiked and dropped in and out. But yeah, super smooth connection for me the whole race as well, really. Keep going. Got one sub from you. Oh, thank you so much, mate. Appreciate that. What an absolute hero. Thank you very much. We've got ourselves I mean, I don't even want to do this race anymore. This is really, really annoying. I think the 10-second penalty is a little bit brutal as well, isn't it? can't even be arsed with this one now. Oh, man. So frustrating. I always do so badly on the Friday streams. I don't know why, but they never, ever, ever go to plan. Yeah, exactly. I got a 10-second penalty. I don't even know what it was for. I mean, I spun the car and I hit the barrier, but which I wouldn't understand a 5-second penalty, but then it gave me another penalty, and I've got no idea what that was for. Oh, yeah, you've convinced me, John. I'm can't be arsed with that. That's just ridiculous. Oh, man. Right, let's have a look at this one instead. Let's hope for some better races over here. Oh, for God's sake. Right, what car were we in the last time? I think we were in the Atenza I like, but we were in the WRX. We'll stick with that. Unbelievable. This race, this stream is going horrific. We're not having much luck, are we? I need to improve my quali time by a fair margin, if I can. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What was the car on here, by the way? Oh, the Mazda 19, right, okay. Oops. Right, we'll go with the WRX. Let's see if we can get a quick lap in here. It'll not be particularly actually quick, but see if we can complete one lap. Oh my god, I totally forgot. I totally forgot what track I was on there. Why has this got better acceleration in reverse than it does? Look at that! How quickly you're up to 40 mile an hour there. It's not that quick in going forward. That's bizarre. You'd be better off, if you had a grid start, you'd be better off lining up backwards, launching it in reverse, and then doing a J-turn when you hit 40 mile an hour. That's way quicker. Way quicker. Anyways. Oh man, I can't believe that last race. That was so annoying. But we'll do a couple of daily race pay. We had some fun here on Monday actually, so it wasn't too bad at all. We'll see what we can manage. Can't remember if we got. I think we might have got a couple of. Did we get a couple of podiums on Monday? I think we did, didn't we? I think we got a couple of podiums. Oh, we're from the back on this one. Christ, we're no podiums in this one. Oh my word. No podiums in this one. Is this our mate, Jonathan? Or a different Jonathan? I think it is 60 seconds, John. Oh, we got Red Fox as well. Maverick in front of us as well. Or, sorry, Marnik in front of us, not Maverick. P12 though. It's quite far back at the Nurburgring, especially when you don't have the big hairpin. We don't have. There's a few main overtaking zones that we no longer have here, so this could be a bit tricky. But let's just see. Let's go, let's go. What's that in front of us then? Is that a Ferrari in front? I think it is. How's the racing tonight? Well, put it this way. We've had 2 rage quits out of the 3 races that we've done. And then the 3rd race, we were chasing down P1. We caught up to P1, got side by side with P1, and then had a connection issue and ended up getting rammed off the track. So that's how well it's gone so far. So not particularly great, mate, but we're in to Daily Race B now, so I'm hoping that we can have some better luck around here. Now, I will not forget that we have the braking zone. This is not the actual Nürburgring layout. This is the sprint layout. Oh, contact. Yep. Marnik will not be happy with that, I wouldn't have thought. Rightly so. Although that guy's got a penalty, so he'll probably not be too fussed. Probably not worth fighting over. Yeah, there you go. Right, so he serves that penalty. A couple of other people serving penalties as well. WRX faster than the Ferrari, courtesy probably of that slipstream. As we nudge the Ferrari along. Let's not start this, come on, just drive in a straight line. Just push too much. I really want this position off the Ferrari now. Go, 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 go. Aye, why do they always weave? I mean, surely enough it's costing them more time to do so. Never seen GT give a penalty for weaving, can you imagine? No, because what would happen with Gran Turismo is you would do that and then it would go, oh, there's a 5-second penalty for weaving. You would literally just make the tiniest little correction and it would be stop weaving. Gran Turismo, you would go through a chicane and it would give you a penalty for weave. So I'm probably quite glad that it doesn't have that at the moment. Right, big group of cars up in front here, all fighting for position. All four of them about to head into that chicane side by side. Prompts me to brake a little bit earlier just to be on the safe side, possibly spot an opportunity for Ferrari. Made sure that I was on the inside there just in case. He's just going to have the run on the straight there. Struggle to give the Ferrari enough space there. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide off the corner after that. Go on, mate, you're all good, you're all good. Puts his hazards on to say sorry. But we're all good. We're all friends. Oh, oh no. Man, that's cost me a lot of time there. Oh, man. Penalty as well. Ah. No worries at all, Adam. Catch you on Sunday. I'm going to be racing on pad on Sunday, Adam. Can you believe it? So that should make things interesting. Or a bit of a challenge. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I totally lost that there. I was up on the grass and everything there. Let this guy past as well. Sorry, buddy. Actually just lost control of the car there by being up on the grass. Didn't mean to go and charge towards the apex. I was literally sliding and had no control. It's one of those. It's not to be. My time to claw some points back. Absolutely, mate. I'm sure you'll have a chance. If I end up on the podium, it would be some sort of miracle, to be honest. I'll have to try and get myself some practice in, I think. Bad enough on wheel, as we've just found out. I thought that would have been track limits. Oh well, at least John won. At least John won the race, so there's some positives. Eight minutes till the next Group 3 race. I think we're going to stick with... I don't know, what should we do? Get your votes in, actually. Daily Race B or Daily Race C? What should we do? We'll be finishing up at 9:30, by the way, so it'll either be 2 more Daily Race Cs or the rest of the time on Daily Race B. What would we prefer? Get your votes in. Daily Race B or Daily Race C? Until 9:30. So it'll be 3 Daily Race Bs or 2 Daily Race Cs. What do we reckon? Get your votes in. And we'll go with the majority. Time trial in the van. I did that a bit earlier, John, actually. I don't think you'd tuned in. I did 1 lap, and then I was like, right, let's get out of this. Definitely was not doing any more laps in that than I had to. That was after the first rage quit. Right, looks like Daily Race C is the siding majority then, so I am going to stick with the Nissan. Although, I'll tell you what, that said, let me just try a little look in the Jag. Let me just have a little try, because... Oh, why? What am I doing? I just quit accidentally. Right, let's go. Like, on paper, I can't see why the Jag wouldn't be very good here. Except for that slight understeer, actually. Except for that, yeah. Right, I just need to... The Jag's good, but you do just need to come off the power just a touch earlier to allow it to turn itself in. But apart from that, on paper, I can't see why. Set a decent time in the... Oh, you set a decent time in the van. 45.999. I got no reference, to be honest. I don't know what the times are meant to be looking like around there. But I shall take your word that it's that was a purple sectors all over the shop for you there. I can only assume. The Renault's pretty good. The Renault's... Have you tried the Renault, Larry? It's... I cannot keep it in a straight line. It's absolutely lethal. Through here, at least, anyways. Whoa. Right, now, I wasn't expecting that from the Jag. The Renault... I tried the Renault in practice. No chance. No chance. Not a hope. And there's a reason that you don't see many people doing it in the using it in the race either. It's lethal. lift off oversteer is absolutely horrific in the in that bus stop. You might be able to get a few more tenths out of it in a lap, but my word, would it cost you way more than that if you binned it? I want the Jag to be good. I don't know what happened there, if I just caught the curb a little bit too much. Ah, no. Oh my god. Jesus. What's wrong with the Jag? It got gold in the van. Get in. Right, I maybe understand now why people aren't in the Jag. It's just that I do forget about the slight little bit of understeer that you have to contend with in the Jag, which does make it a bit difficult. But once you get it, it's just that initial slight turning phase, and then once you manage that, you're all good, really. Unless you're absolutely full power, in which case it sometimes just does not want to turn, but... Oh yeah, fine. Use controller so it's a bit easier to catch. Yeah, I did find that when I was back on pad a little bit earlier, actually. I really thought that this would have been pretty mega, but I've been let down. Been let down by the Jag. Although the gears on those straights work out perfectly, because you can just top out at the end of 4th gear without having to shift. Oh man, I'm like 6/10 down on where I should be. That should be a mid 105 there, and that's even still not particularly quick. Should we try the Jag for the race? Should we just go for it and just see how we get on? Because it's not the worst on tyres, the Jag, either, unless the new update says otherwise. But it was never really too bad on tyres. Should we go with the Jag or should we go with the GTR? I will also follow the votes on that one. Jag or Nissan? Jag or Nissan? Better off with a Porsche, yeah, probably. No, I'm going to stick with the Jag. I'm going to stick with the GTR, sorry. Stu, how we doing? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I'm going to go with the GTR. Let's be sensible about the whole thing, shall we? Right, there we go. Let's be sensible. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that you're back on pad, John. Yeah, I keep forgetting. That's interesting, Larry. Got a T300, but faster on controller. Right, we're P4. So we've got to look at the podium. Now, we were chasing down P1. Oh, let's make a note of the cars as well. So we got Porsche, BMW, and then the Supra in front of us. So that's interesting. Because, well, realistically, the Supra is a bit of a nightmare. The M6 can be a little bit steadier, but just when it catches you out, it really catches you out. And obviously, I don't know too much on how good the Porsche is around here, so... Supra is the new meta. Yeah, it has been for a long time as well, hasn't it? That's the... And then this new update seems to have just 10x'd it. So, that's annoying. Right, let's see then how we manage our launch here. Ah, see, that's interesting because when I'm on pad, I end up like leaning forward and like arching over because then I'm concentrating so much. So I would be worse off. My back would be worse off if I'm on pad. Try Supra next week. Yeah, we'll do. We'll see what races. I can't remember what the combos were now, but I have just posted them up on the page. Right, so all of these cars, I think, except for the Porsche, are probably faster than... So I say all these cars. P2 and 3 are faster than me on a straight, I think. But as we found out, if we look after the tyres and we just ace the corners, then that's not necessarily a problem. That Porsche is going to hold those guys up. I'm going to come off the power super early. Lose no time at all. Well, technically we're a few tenths down, but we've not lost any time at all by doing that. Just being a little bit more sensible. Job's a good one. I do have to say, this wheel does now feel not quite as light. I was complaining about it last week, not on Monday, but the last stream, saying that this felt very, very light. But since that new update, it does feel like it's perhaps gotten a little bit better. I just want to try and sit behind these guys. Because that Porsche is probably going to hold them up, I think, based on... I think it was Ark that was saying that Porsche isn't that quick, or it might have been Larry saying that from what they've seen, the Porsche isn't that quick. I haven't really seen too much, so taking their word. Just going to try and sit behind, sit comfortably, look after the tyres. That Porsche doesn't seem all too bad, to be fair. Just on the straights where we're obviously going to gain so much to him. Taking it easy around here. Getting on the power about halfway around the corner to just sort of straighten out. Try and really push a little bit around here. So you can see the Supra is a bit quicker on acceleration, but did you see it fishtailing around? Such a struggle to keep it in a straight line out of those corners. I can't say that I've actually noticed too much in the way of a physics update, though. I don't know if it's, you know, majorly affected a lot of the cars or just a few or what, but Oh yeah, mate, you meant next race, not next week. Yeah, well, we'll jump in the Supra for the last one. I'm guaranteed to bin it, though, I can tell you that much. So, but we'll do our best. Should have been in 5th there. Haven't been playing long enough to notice any differences. Do you mean you haven't been playing long enough before the update, or just since the update's been out you haven't done enough since the update? Because apart from, I'm the same there, apart from my stream on Monday, I haven't been back on since. And all we were driving around in was this Nissan actually, so. But that said, for this Nissan it does feel a little bit more planted. You used to put your foot down in this Group 3 Nissan and just be facing the other way. So, from that side of things, the car feels a little bit different, but massive difference in physics and car performance. Was that across all of them though, John? Just no matter which car you were in, you were noticing a difference, or? God, I'm really looking after the tyres. Yeah, 3 laps and we've got them in pretty good nick, to be fair. Just don't want to do too much and end up dropping behind these guys too far. I played a total of 3 or so months. I got you. Yeah, well, as time goes on, you might start to notice the changes. The more that they do, and the more that comes out, I guess. Sometimes they'll do an update and they'll bang on about major changes, and I'm sat driving it thinking, has this update actually worked? Yeah, rain race C next week, Stu, cannot wait. But I'm going to be on pad for it, that's the problem. Because I'm going to be switching over to the new rig. Oh, Le Mans 24 hour, I thought it was Spa 24 hour. Group 4 at Spa, I thought I saw. Has that since changed, or you might have got that wrong, Stu? Which is it? So if it's Le Mans or Spa, I'm not going to be too bothered, because either one of those will produce some mega racing. In every car, interesting. To be honest, actually, that was the thing as well. I hadn't driven for a week or so, just at all, until before the update. So there was always a chance that I would notice a bit less. I'm really dropping behind these guys now. I'm gonna have to start pushing a bit. Oh, it is Spa. I was gonna say, you had me worried a bit there. I'm better at Spa than Le Mans, that's why. 2.4, 2.3. Need to work on this gap a bit now. Although to be fair, now that they're fighting... Oh, let's not do that in second gear. Jesus. That front left tyre is in so much better nick than what it was end of lap 5 in the last race. So that's good. Just trying to take it really easy. We'll have a good slipstream here. P1 and 2 have changed positions. I think they're still going to be side by side into turn 1 here though, not quite. Right, so now we need to start pushing on because that Supra, I think it was, or no it wasn't, it was the BM. He could have enough pace here to just absolutely fly away, so maybe now is the time to start pushing just a little bit. Dan, how we doing, mate? Don't know if you've been in chat there a while, mate, but I've just spotted your comment. Apologies. Right, to be honest with you, I actually think we're in a fairly decent spot here. Our only problem is that it's very difficult to overtake, so I need to get past this Supra, but I feel like I've got decent tyre life. Keep that in. Jesus, just kept that in there. Yeah, I feel like I should have fairly decent tyre life compared to maybe what those guys have, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm on pad this weekend, mate, yeah. On Sunday. So, Sunday and Monday, I'm going to be doing, obviously, British Heart Foundation stream and then Daily Races stream on Monday. Both going to be on pad, because this rig will be getting taken down tomorrow, which is why we're doing the giveaway. And then let me get it right. Next week we're getting the internet installed. I'm hoping that if I can get the rig set up, the prime rig set up, then we will be able to do a stream on the Friday potentially, but I'm not too sure. So hopefully we can get internet installed. We've got them booked in for next week, but I was assuming that there'll be some sort of issue or it'll take them a while to get sorted out. So I'm not going to assume that I have internet next week. But with the overlaps of needing to get stuff sorted to get out of this office and all that kind of thing and into the new house, then yeah, so I've got it in my head, I'm working it out that my first stream on the new rig will be the last week of April. Again, and when I say new rig, I'm just talking about the actual prime cockpit, not the actual, not this. The wheel and pedals I shall be staying on. Right, that might be a penalty for P3 there. That might be a penalty. Doesn't look like it's going to be though, annoyingly. Gonna have to start getting a bit of a move on now though. I've done it again. Second gear. What am I doing? Oh, mate, I already know, yeah. Sunday's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm jumping on about an hour before to just lap and lap and lap and lap and get as much practice in as possible. But, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle, that's for sure. It'll be interesting, though. Let's put it that way. Yeah. I still drive on pad when I go... So when I do the thumbnails for the videos, obviously I just quickly drive around on pad and get the thumbnails for that. And even there, even though I'm not necessarily driving seriously because I'm just trying to make sure that I hit a corner for getting, you know, the sake of a photo, even there it feels so much different and it's like so alien a lot of the time. Right, P1 and 2 side by side again. I've cooked that one. Oh, overcooked that one. If that'll be a penalty. Right, only 3 laps left now. You can see where I've seriously killed the tyre in the last couple of laps. It was looking good up until I tried to start pushing. 2.8 to the leader. But we start to push and therefore we close to P3. If I can get a podium I'd be quite happy, but if the race had played out differently maybe we could have been a little bit further ahead. Keep running though, we'll keep pushing. Hopefully it makes the gap much smaller at the championship. Yeah, it probably will do, mate. I'm not expecting great results. Adam says I'll probably still end up on the podium, but I very, very much doubt that. I am conscious as well, I don't want to ruin anybody's race by me being crap on pad, so if I'm not up to speed then I'll just be backing out and letting people pass. Just trying to bag a few points where I can. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Surely we can start having a look now. Going to do the sensible thing and actually nudge him along. I'm better off closing the gap in the slipstream of a Supra. That's for sure. Right, it's going to look like I'm going to be fighting for P3 here. And unfortunately nothing more, but it's still been a good race. Just sat behind, looked after the tyres. Hopefully they're in better nick than those guys up ahead. Get past ASAP, yeah, definitely want this podium. Looks like the battle for P1 and 2, or between P1 and 2 for the race win. Looks mega, by the way. Come on. Oh, one of them's gone off. One of them's gone off. Oh, he's gone. Oh, laugh for that. You battle like that for 10 laps and then you've been it. You'd be gutted. Be absolutely gutted. Oh, that's my chance to get past, surely. If he doesn't block me. Not that he'd do it deliberately, just obviously wherever his car is. There's only so many places you can get past on a racetrack. Yes. Yes. Magic. P2. Bosh. We'll have that. We'll have that. Get in. Oh, he won it in the Porsche in the end, look. The Porsche won. That was a good battle there. Was chasing him down the whole time for the podium. If the other guy didn't bin it, then we were chasing for P3 there. But he naturally became P3, or I became P3 when the other guy binned it up ahead. So we were battling the fellow Brit in the Supra that whole race. And then we managed to get it just on the last corner. Not too shabby. Happy with that one. Right. This is the options now. One final race, but I want the final race to go well. This is kind of the problem. One final race. It's either in the Porsche or it's in the Supra. What's it going to be? Porsche or Supra? What do we reckon? Awesome race, that. Awesome race. Does that say Talon or yeah, Talon? That's how bad my eyes are. I couldn't even read that name there. I'm like not even like a meter and a half from the TV. Right, let's go one more. We need some votes though. What we're going to be in? Larry says the Porsche. Best of three best of three. So the first three comments. So we got Porsche, Supra. Whoever comments next is going to decide what car we're in. Porsche or Supra? What's it going to be? Best of three. If you go Porsche, use your livery. Good shout, mate. Let's do that, actually. Let's do that. Porsche, 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 Bosch. Oh, Larry's saying Supra. Let's try the Porsche. I'll try the Porsche quickly. We'll do one lap and then I'll decide. Ark says Supra. Hemming says Supra as well. We're probably going to go Supra. But let me just quickly try the Porsche. Because I do love this car, you know. Problem being, I'm going to be just as, like, we're saying I haven't drove the Porsche, but I've driven the Supra and I know I'm going to be bad in that. So... Porsche does feel pretty mega around here, I've got to say. I do really like this Porsche. Not there, I don't know. Oh, I tell you what, this isn't going to be too bad. I'm going to go with a Porsche. I'm going to have the Porsche. Right, guesses in for the t-shirt. What is our lap in purple going to be? 45 treble 9. I very much doubt I'll get to the 45, mate. I've been so far off the pace of that 46. I've been nowhere near it recently or today on this stream. Even though I was quite comfortably there at the start of the week on Monday. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what it's going to be. 46.9. It's not the end of the world, that. That's not the worst time, considering. I made a few mistakes there, and that was my first lap. And we're 5/10 off. It's not the worst. Just not going to have enough time to complete this lap, but let's just run with it. Oh, that lift off oversteer though, still a little bit of a catches you out, that one, from the Porsche. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Just have to hope that it's all right on tyre wear. We're going to be starting from the back on this one. Now, we've had absolute nightmares starting from the back of this race. So let's just hope it's not a rage quit job to end the stream, because that would be no good. $47,129. You meant $46,129. 46 treble 6. I didn't even have a check of what the first lap was. What was it? It was a 46.9, wasn't it? So, right then, come on. We're starting from the back on this one, so we got to be careful. But like I say, this is where I wish that tyre wear was actually just like one notch worse. Just like one more level up on the tyre wear. There you go, it's at time 6. If it was at time 7, it would just be enough to justify a pit stop. It would just be enough to justify a pit stop. And that would be amazing, I think. Back in with some heavy hitters, yeah, exactly. Nightmare. Here we go, though, come on. Let's do it. Let's hope this doesn't go as badly as the others have. Right then, I shall ask, just before we start this race, if you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button on the stream. If any of you are new faces to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, then please do also. And whilst you're in, or whilst we're on, get your guesses in for, oh, someone, not having much luck at the start there. While we're on, get your guesses in and your predictions for where we're going to finish in this race. Let's go. Didn't want to be fighting side by side with him there. Oh! Oh, there we go. That'll do it. Right, we do get a bit of understeer in the Porsche, so we just want to make sure that we're not sliding those fronts really too much, or the rears as we see there. Cheers, Larry. Good luck. You do great. John saying 16th. John slightly less optimistic than Larry. I'll go with Larry's view and say that I'll do great. I not expect race wins, but as best as we can. Let's go. Come on. P11 here. I'm trying to make sure I'm looking after the tyres, but I have a feeling tyre wear is actually going to be higher in the Porsche. Just hear the tyres squealing a hell of a lot more. Oh, someone beside me there. Getting pushed. Just going to stick all the way at the inside here. Try and go a little bit defensive on him there. Oh, no, that's more contact again. Right, we're in the slipstream of this Supra in front as well. Jesus. Oh. Joshua, how are we doing? Welcome along. Hope we're all well, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by to say hello. Let me check your comment in just a second, though. I'll wait until we've navigated this chicane with this rather powerful Supra that wants to be alongside here. Look at that. He just passes, sails on by. Not a care in the world and not a bother. I wonder he was making all that contact with us if he was that much quicker. Probably just wanting me well out of his way. One in 50, 500. Let me say that again. 1 in 50 or 1 in 500 chance of winning. 1 in 500-ish chance of winning. Oh, that's true, yeah. We're approaching 500 subscribers. We do have YouTube. We do have Facebook and Instagram to contend with as well. I thought I might as well try and use those also. Oh, he nearly lost it behind us. So, oh no! That is why I don't like the Supra. Ah, right, the Frenchman is Killian, is it? Ah, right, I never even realised that. Got you. That might explain that then. Although he just flew past, mainly because he was in the Supra there earlier on. This is the only problem with the Porsche. As we see, it's a bit of a nightmare on the straights. You idiot! You absolute idiot. I literally felt the car sliding and I just kept my foot in it there. I just assumed that I could save that. What am I doing? Yeah, he is one of the best. You always see him in the top 10 times. I just never realised that was him with it showing his second name and K dot and then his second name. He flew past because he's seriously quick. Yeah, I'll not put it all down to the Supra, obviously. He'll come flying past again. Well, he already has done because I've stacked it. Bloody corner. Yeah, they need to figure out the penalties for sure. The penalties are brutal around here. I don't know why they've got them so harsh. I think the 5 seconds feels a bit much, to be honest. I'm sure it wouldn't take much for the game to be able to work out and say they've hit the barrier, have they actually gained time at the next sector, and then penalise if you're still up on your time or if you've improved time. Because you see you have like the equivalent of mini sectors here. Every time that you see the number in red change, you have all these mini sectors. So the game should be able to recognise, oh, they've hit the barrier, but they've actually lost 5 seconds, so we don't need to penalise them. Well, that is an easy Well, it's not necessarily easy. I'm not a developer, but it's easier than some of the things they've had to develop for this game, for sure. Do you know what I mean? Just messed up on the settings, yeah, I think. It's not Joshua, it's Group 3, this one. John says I'm spot on. So there we go. We'll definitely need to listen to me to find out how it's done. Tremendous move. Tremendous move from him there. Yeah, I should have gone with a Supra. I mean, realistically, the Porsche... I don't know how that guy won the race in this, actually. To be honest. I mean, I was conscious of tyres and I have had to think about them, but I don't think I would be setting many quicker laps than what I have. 48.1, maybe mid 47s would be the highest I could possibly even consider getting to. That would be with all the slipstreams, all the bump drafts, everything. Track limit, of course, because we gained a load of time from that as well. As you can see, that'll be another track limit there. Oh, I've binned it, I've stacked it again. And then a 5-second penalty for that. Oh, God. It just makes you want to stop playing, doesn't it? I've gone. Right, I'm ashamed to say it, I'm ending the stream there. Ah! Annoying. I've had more rage quits than I have had actual races this stream. Deary me. Should we try this one for a laugh? Actually, let's just not embarrass myself. Right, I like the streams. I like streams you never know what could happen. It always makes races more interesting. It certainly does, but when you're on my streams, it's pretty much guaranteed to end badly. Hey dear. It's not always guaranteed to end badly. We have had loads of really, really good races, but I don't know what it is about the Fridays. The Friday night streams just seem to make it a nightmare. Don't know what it is. Can't work it out. No worries, John. Catch you in a bit. hopefully catch you on Sunday on the stream, mate. Yeah, I cannot work out the Friday streams. I don't know what it is. I don't know if just everybody's a little bit better on Friday. They've all been practicing through the week. I do the Monday stream, and then I'm not back on the game until Friday. So, whether it's just more people, better racers, I don't know. But everybody seems to absolutely outdo me on a Friday. Monday, not a bother. Not a bother. But Friday, my word, it's gone horrifically every single time I've tried streaming on Fridays. Hey dear. Right, well, hopefully the next one is a little bit better. As I say then, we're going to be doing Sunday, British Heart Foundation, and then on Monday, which will be a new week of dailies, we've got Spa in the Rain. And that is going to be, well, that's going to be good, but that's going to be on pad, because, as I say, we're going to be giving away this rig. So, for the giveaway, before we sign off, make sure you are subscribed, either subscribed on YouTube, follow on Facebook, or you follow on Instagram. One of the three, or follow on TikTok. Actually, I forgot about that one. So one of those four, if you're following, I will have a skim through and try and pick somebody out. I'm going to try and load it into something, but I don't know if I can get something that scrapes all of the followers and subscribers and everything, and then gives you a random name. I'm going to try and find something like that, but we'll work that one out, and then we'll announce the winner tomorrow around about midday. So that is going to be the plan, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Yes, just an unlucky day, we get them all, but it just seems to be that it's every Friday for me, which is a little bit annoying. It's not normally a one-off, but there we are. Hope everybody's enjoyed it though. I've still had an absolute blast as always on the stream. Sunday, looking forward to British Heart Foundation, and then Monday, looking forward to Spa in the Wet, as much as it's going to be on pad. And then the following week, I'm down in London, so I don't think I'll get much streaming done, except for maybe the Friday. And then the week after, I should be on the new rig, which is going to be extra exciting. So I look forward to seeing everybody on Sunday or Monday. If not, enjoy the rest of your week, the rest of your weekend, all that good stuff, and I should catch you all in a little bit. So appreciate all the new faces as well that have said hello. Joshua still in chat there. Thank you very much for popping over, mate, subscribing, saying hello, and yeah, we will announce the winner of the giveaway tomorrow. You can't really see it on the stream, and I keep saying this rig, and it's as if I'm pointing to the wheel, but the wheel and the pedals will be staying with me and moving to the Prime. I love this, the wheel and pedal combo, so that's going to be staying with me and onto the Prime Omega rig for anybody who cares. And then yes, we have a mega Playseat Evolution that deserves a good home after this. So plenty of people have helped me out. Stu obviously donated and sent me the wheel and pedals. Chaos from Punta Reno Chaos sent me through the first ever wheel that I actually had. So and then Brian sold me this. Brian Messiah from the championship sold me this this Playseat very, very cheaply and very, very kindly to do so. And so everybody helps everybody out in this lovely little sim racing community. So I want to do the same, give this the chair away, and hopefully see it go to a good home. So that's going to be the plan. Announcement tomorrow, or winner announced tomorrow. I shall see you all in a little bit. Sunday or Monday. Enjoy the weekend. I'll catch you all soon. Toodles!